So we're going to talk about a topic today that is just a really, really cool product. We've talked about it before. We've kind of soft launched it earlier in the year. JD did a session and we're going to refresh it today because I simply don't think enough people know about this amazing product brought to us from the brand. So real quick in the chat box, if you guys have ever either logged into MarketQuest or have used MarketQuest, type something in the chat box. Let's see who's using this amazing product. Nobody? Well, Becky must not be on the call because I see Becky Borsey using it all the time on social media. So it's amazing. All right. Well, after today, here's some people. Awesome. Laura uses it every month in her newsletter. That's fantastic. Debbie's used it. Great. Bailey's trained on it. That's right, Bailey. Thank you so much. Maybe I should let you do this session. You'll probably do a better job than I am. But Bailey, feel free to jump in if I miss anything. Great. Kimberly's tried it out. Awesome. Well, hopefully by the next time we do this, we ask that question, all 38 people that are on the call will say, yep, absolutely. I've used it. I've sent it to the agents. They love it. Nicole's used it. She's gone over it in her sales meetings, which is amazing. Great opportunity next week. You know, this recording will go out to the agents in Monday's Blue Matter Monday email. You can absolutely ask your managers to have 15 minutes at the sales meeting, do a quick training session on it and show the agents this amazing product that we have. Now, small caveat, apologies to our family in the Northern Michigan area. We don't have every single MLS, and that's because not every single MLS will give us the data that we need for MarketQuest. So when you come into MarketQuest via desk, so log in a desk, go to MarketQuest. If you don't have your MLS in this list, reach out. Absolutely reach out. It may just have been missed, but do know that some of the MLSs just would not play nice in the sandbox. They didn't want to give us the data because MarketQuest is a product that's completely ran on your data from your MLSs. So reach out if you don't see it, but do know some MLSs just will not give us the data that we requested. So that is a small caveat there. So like we mentioned, we're in desk, my CB desk, MarketQuest. Keep in mind your square may be in a different location. Depends how you have your custom sort here. You may have it like I do with custom. So I have my squares at the front that I like. You could do it alpha. You could do it by most recent launch, however you want. So keep in mind yours might not be here. If you're not seeing it at all on your dashboard, click show all there at the bottom and hopefully it'll come up. Last ditch effort, type in MarketQuest in your top square. And hopefully it'll come up via that way. So if you're not seeing it again, reach out, let me know. But what MarketQuest does, we're just going to go to the MLS I know best, which is the one that I sit in. I just have to find it. Right here, Northern Great Lakes, the Traverse City area, click continue. Again, if you don't see your MLS, reach out. But what MarketQuest does is it takes all your data from your MLS and it gives you content. Isn't that the hardest thing when you're doing newsletters or social media posting or blog or trying to make a really compelling CMA? It's data. That's the hard part. MarketQuest makes it easy. There's no reason to not be using this. So you'll see there's 4 different separate kinds of reports that you can get from MarketQuest. You have your number 1 claims. And that will go through all your zip codes in your MLS. Anytime you're number 1 in a category, it'll tell you. Market position, it displays the market share that's captured, and it's the 5 major brokerages that are selected in the location in that MLS. So if that's not you in that particular market, just don't use the market position one. Use some of the other products in here. So because depending on your market share, you can use MarketQuest to get content, which again is the hard part, right? Market trends is more detailed statistics about the real estate market. That may be a product that an agent will use if they have a buyer broker agreement or if they're trying to make a compelling story to get a listing from a seller. So that's much more detailed report. Market snapshot is the monthly view of the top 5 statistics in the real estate market. And then they compare them to the previous 3 months average. So it really gives that trend report because what was every client ask our agents? How's the real estate market, right? They listen to the news, they read social media, they want to know from the experts, which are our agents, what's actually going on in the local market. Because we know that our markets in Michigan, Ohio, Florida, USVI don't compare to the markets in California, the markets in New York, the markets in Texas. Every market is localized. This will give our professional realtors the localized data that they need to get out to their sphere of influence, to their client base. So we're going to start right here with Market Snapshot. And you'll see it takes you through a very easy to use tutorial on each product. Select a location to generate a market snapshot. Okay, I will. It says county, city, zip code. You can choose which one you want. We're going to go with zip code, which is my home zip code here. You can do filters by this way. Now, again, the data is only as good as what your MLS sends. So if school districts really aren't a thing in your MLS, don't filter by that, but you can see there's MLS area, zip, city, county, lots of options. We also have the opportunity to do single family, townhomes, condo, multifamily, mobile, commercial for our commercial people, but keep in mind it's coming from your MLS. So if your local MLS really doesn't have commercial data, you're not going to have commercial data in the product here. You also can choose monthly, which obviously is the month you're in, or you can do a custom date range. If you're more of a global luxury agent and you want global luxury stats, you can put in a price range as here as well. So as soon as you click update, did you see how quick that was? Very quickly, I now have a social media post. If I want to post this on any of my social media, or if I want to use it in a blog, or if I'm creating a postcard or a newsletter, you get the picture. It was just that quick. So you'll see that in the zip code 49685 for September 2023, for single family townhomes condos, the average sale price is $461. It's down about 5%. Again, that's down over the last 3 month average. You can see the median list price is up. The sale price to list ratio is a little down, right? When we were in all those bidding wars last summer, that was probably like 103%, maybe up 105%. So it is down a little bit with sales price versus list price ratio. Number of properties sold is 22, month supply of inventory 4.36. It's always going to be branded to you. Apparently I'm in my Ohio account because that is not my office number. So it's an office number somewhere, but it will have the agent's information here. If you don't like this data point, if you're like, oof, that doesn't really tell the story I want to tell, on the upper right corner, you can click edit data points. And if it's one you don't like, you're like, no, that just does not speak to what I want to tell people, you uncheck it. And then you have the ability to check a different one. Now, keep in mind, you can only have 5 data points. So when you uncheck it, all the options come up. When you check one, the options gray out because you simply only have 5 options. But you'll be able to see quickly over here what that data is. So if you like it, average sales price per square foot is down. Oh, maybe that's not what we want. Maybe you want to know the inventory is taking a bit of a rebound. We check that one, click save. It will update your infograph here. Now, how do you use this, right? Well, you click share snapshot. You can email it directly from the product. So maybe you can email it to yourself, then you can manipulate it however you want, or you can click download. You can download a wide version, a tall version, a square version, which is good for what? Instagram, of course, or you can do a postcard shaped one as well. So you can see that you have a lot of options here. Again, you can use it across any of your social media, in postcards, in newsletters, in CMAs. You can take the JPEG and put it over into a Moxie present, and you can utilize it in your CMAs as well. Or you do have the opportunity to email. So again, you can get finely tuned into this data if you want by manipulating your date ranges, manipulating the type of property that it is, manipulating the location. You can save your search criteria as well. So if you are doing this to, I think Laura mentioned she uses it in every monthly newsletter for her agents. You can save your search criteria. Ready to do October's newsletter, you pop in, you go to your saved searches. You don't even have to manipulate the criteria, and you'll have your market snapshot within just a few moments. So it's pretty impressive. The speed I've been very impressed with. It was a little glitchy, if you remember when they first launched. I haven't had any of those glitchy problems lately. So do jump in, take a look, send something like this to your agents, find one, email it to them, say, hey, do you see this data? Come ask me how I got this. And then you can show them how easily they can get some of this information. Now, again, on your dashboard, you had all of these options here. Remember, we talked about there's 5 unique products in here. They're right here to the left. No need to go back to your dashboard. You can if you want. If you're changing MLSs or whatnot, you'd want to. But you can quickly go over and say, okay, well, now I want to do market trends. I want more detailed data because I'm building a CMA. Same opportunities. You put in a zip code. You can choose your family types if you want. You can choose your price range. You click update, and it's going to update for the previous month. It's always going to be a full month data set. So it's not going to be to today, because today is September 28th. Rerun this on October 1st, and the top there will say September 2023. So you don't manipulate the data points in this particular report, but you can download your data. You have the opportunity to do it in Excel or CSV, or you can share it right from here. You can export it as a PDF. Maybe you want to populate this into Moxie Present. Easy to do. Download the PDF out of MarketQuest, jump into Moxie Present, do your customized page, and pop it right in there. Or you can email it to yourself as well. So again, we started with market snapshot. We're moving backwards a little bit here. One up to market trends, and now we're going to talk about market position. While that loads, though, I do see I have a question. On the right, when in edit data points, you can change the metrics from percentage to other. Yes, thank you, Petro, for pointing that out. In the market snapshot, we'll go back just a second. We all know how fast we can get our information here. In edit data points, you can, you should be able to change. Maybe you can't. Petro, go ahead and unmute if I'm missing the point of your comment there.
I think to the column to the right of that, can you change that from percent to something else?
It's not giving me that opportunity to do so. Nope, not at this time. But I'll do a little research into that and let you know.
Okay, I'm going to try on my end again. I know you can. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'm glad you had me pop back in here for the ASCs or RSCs on the call. If you are using this for a newsletter for your agents or whatnot, you can uncheck show agent info. So if you want it more office friendly, you don't want it specific to you, you can uncheck that so that your market snapshot graphic does not have your information. That is an opportunity. So I'm glad you had me go back in there, Petro. Thank you. Okay, back to market position. So again, if you're not the leader in your market yet, so what we all strive for, right? Market share. But if you're not there yet, of course, this may not be one that you want to use. But if you are, you'll see very quickly it pulled it up. So I haven't put in the zip code yet. So this is wide open in the, or maybe I did. Nope, this is wide open in the MLS. Coldwell Banker Schmidt gives you the volume, real estate 1, Century 21, yada, 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 all of our competition. You can export the report here, again, PDF. This is where you can toggle if you want a percentage. Maybe you don't want those dollar amounts out there. Maybe you want the percentage. This does allow you to do that, even though the other report didn't, this one does. So you can see that you can quickly change that. Now it does give you the market position data because we all know lots of people are visual. They want that graph, but you want to be able to go back to the actual data that's coming over here. Now, keep in mind, it's only going to be the top 5 brokerages, and these are brokerages. So here in Traverse City, in our local MLS, we have 7 offices. It's combining all of that into one, just like real estate 1, they have 2 locations or 3. I'm not real sure. I focus on our own company, not the other one, but it will combine them. So this is not based on office. This is based by the brokerage in which how your MLS compiles that data. So if you have any questions on that, if you're not real sure, it could be how the MLS is sending it over. So take a look. But again, if you do want to do it more locationally, you want that zip code, you want to be the king of 49685 or the queen, you can go ahead and put that in there. You also have your report filters here. If you're like, boy, that just doesn't sound right, like we should be number 1. It's probably because you don't have all your options checked. You can go back, update it, and you'll see how those numbers have changed. You also have the opportunity to do it by, again, I said, when you don't change it, it is brokerage, but from here you do agent or office. Now, obviously I don't sell real estate, so I'm not going to do it by agent, but you do have the opportunity to do that along with that price range again. So maybe you want to speak to your global luxury share in your market. You have the opportunity to put that price range in there. So say you want to do 500,000 to $1 million, whoops, to 10 million, update that. And then you're going to see, I had it on agent, how that changed. Now the agent names are coming up. We're going to go back to brokerage and it's going to change there. Brand obviously is going to combine all the brands. It's going to be all the brands, Century 21, all the brands combined. So whether it's Schmidt or whether it's Coldwell Banker Realty or Coldwell Banker ALM, I'm trying to think of some other ones in our markets. It's going to combine those there. So that's the market position. Again, number one claims, it's going to show you where you're number one in that zip code. I haven't found a lot of use for this particular one. It's just so granular that unless you're really working in a market, which an agent would be, because they have their specialized markets. I haven't found a whole lot of use for this yet, but it's amazing data. Go in there and play around with it. You'll see you have the options to do it by location again, transaction size, sales type, whether you're doing units or volume, and then your time period as well, along with your price ranges again. So lots of opportunity for amazing content, all the data directly fed from the MLS, so it's accurate. Go ahead, Pietro, please do.
Hi. If you go to the market snapshot, I think.
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, and yeah, it's either market snapshot or the trend. Okay, and edit data points again. All right, where did it go? Maybe it's market trends. Okay, I'm sorry, market. Did I say market trends or market trends? So you see above that now, there's like the arrow and the percentage and the pound sign.
Yep. Okay, I see that. So yes, market trends. Thank you, Pietro. You can change it from percent to actual dollar amounts.
Yeah, and you can show it going up or down or not. Yeah.
Okay, lots of options for customization. So again, market trends, you can change the data points. Market snapshot, you can choose which data points, but you can't choose how those are shown. So lots of options for customization. So thank you for letting me know that. Yep, Dawn, good point. The claims feature is a really good product for agents that they're farming a certain area. So maybe they're sending out a postcard, they farm the area, maybe they hit them once a quarter, or maybe even once a month, maybe twice a year, whatever it might be. If the brokerage or themselves or their office is number one in that farm, that's absolutely great product to use for the number one claims. Absolutely very granular data, which is amazing data. But depending on what you're using it for, you'll know which product to use or which product to recommend to your agents. All right, any other questions? So I am going to throw out a challenge. I'm going to challenge all of you. Either share this in a sales meeting after Blue Matter Monday comes out, easy for me to say, right? Or go in, download one of the reports, whether it's market trend, whether it's market snapshot, whether it's market position, send it to your agents. Say, hey, do you want to know how I got this? Come see me. Invite them in. Have them bring you a cup of coffee, show them MarketQuest. It's an amazing product, and we really want to generate more usage of this product. So I am going to throw that challenge out there. Feel free to CC me on the emails. I would love to see what you guys are doing in your local offices. So again, you can't break it. It's an amazing product. It's brought to us from our brand. You get there from my CB desk. If you're on your dashboard, look for your MarketQuest box. Once you're on your dashboard, find your MLS. You're going to have less options. Mine's pretty wide open in the entire company. Again, if you don't see your MLS, reach out. Let us know. It could be that they're not sharing data, or it could be that we just need to request it, or maybe request it again. You know, keep asking, keep bugging until they say yes. So don't hesitate to reach out. Jessica asked, do all the MLSs show up in the dropdown or just the ones we have access to? I do believe it's only the ones you have access to, Jessica, but again, my access is always a little bit different, so I'm not real sure. So if somebody could test that out, I can let everybody know after the fact. The main point though is if you don't see the one you need is to reach out. We'll pause just for another minute in case there's any more questions or comments. Great. Well, I don't see any that have come in. So I'm going to thank you all for your time today. Again, the challenge is out there. Make sure that you're sharing this information with your agents. Thank you so much for all you guys do. Appreciate your time today. Bye now.